Instagram and with X, they don't have any copyright issues. So I was able to set that up before this fucking falls. I can tell it's about to pop out. I gotta get a better holder for this damn thing. It's fucking rigging this shit up. Give me a second.
You're good, bro.
This is the shit I used to use when I was like fucking skateboarding and holding my camera up.
Really?
Yeah, it's the same exact like phone holder because it's like adjustable and all that shit. But yeah, I used a live feature with X, and then you just use your stream key, you load that into OBS, and then once you set up OBS with Restream, you can add all the different platforms, and then sometimes you have to use your virtual camera, sometimes it's just setting up Restream. So I use my phone right here for the camera, I have my laptop here, and then sometimes I'll even use my iPad with the browser, because anything that you can get a browser up with Restream, that's the way that it works. Like you're able to get the feed, and you can have everybody through there. So I set that up, and then I paid for the medium or the small tier because it's like you get the branding, you get a couple different features, we get to add more people. So anybody listening in the crowd, they want to come up, they send me a DM, I can send them the link just like I did you, and it's just that seamless. You just click on it and it pops you right up here.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. I think I've used it before back in when I was doing the podcast back in the day.
Yeah.
So it's a good app. Yeah, definitely, it's a good app.
For sure.
You got anything?
I never used it, bro. Like I used to hate on it because I was like, nah, I don't really like that shit. Like I don't want to use that. I just had to get comfortable with where I was at. But once I started like making content, and I was like, I need to figure out how to go live. I just did it for a couple of weeks, and it was pretty shitty. But then I got like the hang of it, and I was like, this ain't that bad.
Yeah, you just got to get used to it. You know, it's just with anything else. It's just like riding a bike, riding a skateboard. It's just, kind of getting your foot through the door.
Exactly. Like I had to go through make the mistakes. Like this is the first time I used this camera just because I wanted to have more use with the stuff. And I feel like this quality is just a little bit clearer than the iPad. So I went with this route, see how it works. And so far so good. I just got to get a better mount for this thing. But what I wanted to get into was the airdrops. I was talking a little bit before you joined in here. And that whole meta seems to be pretty dead. The pre-sales seems to be pretty dead. I think like they kind of got exhausted. I think that people are kind of tired of getting, wrecked on the pre-sales. And it's same with the airdrops. Like the airdrops, I think that were the best for me personally were the ones I didn't plan on. I didn't work towards. I didn't think about. The ones that just you got because you were part of the ecosystem, because you were part of, what was going on in the space. You know what I mean? Like, there was a lot of people that were chasing all these different airdrops, and it's like farming them. And that's why I was like blocking, literally like muting people, because I was like, I don't want to see all of these things, and I don't want to like unfollow you. I just don't want to have my timeline just all of this shit, because like at a certain point there was nothing of value, and I was like, why am I even getting on here? You know what I mean? And once I realized, I was like, just go use the mute feature. I was just doing that, and then within seconds I like would refresh my feed, and I was like, it's all gone. It's like it started all over again. So
nah, dude, and it's crazy because I agree with you on that sense. A lot of the best airdrops I got, I didn't really do nothing besides use the platform, and stuff like that, bro. I didn't have to, do these certain tasks and use their platform in this way and none of that, dude. It was genuine. I was using it because I liked the product. And I liked how it worked, dude. It wasn't, forced, I'm not really big into the airdrop game now. Personally, I'm not gonna
farming people and like
it's just engagement, dude. And that's what people were using it for too. They were just blowing it up just to get engagement on X. It's a lot of people weren't genuinely using that product because they liked it.
Exactly. And most of the people that get the airdrops, they floor them because like that makes the most sense. You're getting the highest value and you can buy back in. Like, so I don't know. All in all, I think it's a huge distraction on what we're doing here, but it's just, I think there's very advantageous people that see easy ways to make money, because when I explain to people like a meme coin and how it's created, so like how do you make one? I was like, right now there's just a simple, go on a website, type in some shit, and then drop a couple bucks in there. You got a meme coin. He was like, well, anybody can do that? I said, yeah. He was like, why isn't everybody getting ripped off? I was like, they are. Like, that's literally what's going on. He was like, why wouldn't everybody do that? And I was like, that's what's happening. I was like, it's getting so saturated in such bullshit. Like, you gotta like comb through this stuff because everybody's trying to get rich quick. And I've been telling people, man, like the last couple of days has felt like an L in the space overall. There's some good stuff. I'm not saying like it's, doomsday, but just the greed is so fucking sickening to me. And like people bitching about stuff like the whole Sharky thing, regardless if I'm fucking involved with anything on that end, like the amount of people that are pissed off about it it's warranted because it was told farm, do this. Like even like I was kind of like coached to, you know, hey, have them go do these things. So it increases that. And all it was doing was getting more engagement, like you were saying, more likes, more popularity for the launch pad to get it on there, because that kind of solidified like certain metrics for them, I'm assuming. But overall, it's just people are losing sight of this whole thing. They're like, hey, if I farm this, I'm going to get rich because I heard of Jito, like I think somebody said they put 1.5 Solana on there and got 20 G's. That's fucking amazing. But that's not every fucking airdrop, you know?
Right.
So I don't know. And then like just the way that people are deciding who gets the airdrops. At first, it kind of was like, okay, that kind of makes sense because, you know, it's the first one. Nobody really thought anything of it. But then it was like, okay, now everything's going in that direction or those directions. So it was like people felt like they're missing out. But at the same time, I look at it like you had a chance to buy into those things too. You know what I mean? Like we all kind of knew these certain things are going to get first picking of everything. That's just how it goes in life. And if you're not the top dog, you get what's left over. But so I can see both sides of it. Overall, I don't think any of it's really good. Like in the end of days, like it's good for the people receiving it, and it's good for bringing people with the hopes of getting in there. But there's more people missing out and not happy about the situations, I think, overall. You know, so.
No, that's the truth, bro. I mean, there's more unhappy people than there is happy people. You know,
Yeah.
There's more people that are missed out and things like that than more people than, you know, like you said, the guy that put 1.5 soul in and came out with 20 bands. You know what I'm saying? That's insane, very, very fucking few people, bro. Very few, bro. I mean, I would say about 99.9% of people that are fucking getting meme coins are taking L's right now. Straight up, dude.
Like it takes a lot of L's to get that nice W to clear out all of them. And most of the time people are just break even. Like I had to like watch and like really, really look like, am I even in the positive with some of these trades? And then I like stopped. I was like, yo, time in this market is so much better, especially at this point. There's coins that are going to die off. They're like people are going to forget about, but those are the ones that are real. Those are like the ones that have a narrative and a lore. Like a lot of this stuff we're seeing NFT memes. Like what the fuck is that, dog? Well, how do we get to this point so quickly? Like I just remember yesterday we're saying all of these OG projects are going to be the ones that do the best. Like, bro, Famous Fox is at, where are we at here? 6.97. Like, what's going on?
Bro, there's so many undervalued projects right now, dude. If you're a fucking NFT fan, I mean, dude, projects are on discount right now, heavily.
For sure.
Very heavily, bro. and I'm the type, bro, like right now, I'm not even like nobody's really buying NFTs in my opinion, besides maybe like OGs, you know, from Solana. But dude, everybody's stuck on meme coins right now.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been buying some NFTs.
What you been buying lately?
All right, that's a good question. I'll get into it. So first things first, like Cyber Frogs, I've been talking about that. I saw that you put a post up there.
Yeah, it's gonna be my next buy for sure.
Yeah. Well, look, man, I swept a couple of them yesterday, and I'll lock it in at the same price I bought it for in case they get to a certain point. So like, I was gonna reach out to you and let you know that I did it, but since I knew you were gonna be on here, I definitely want all my homies in that community because it's a legitimate family in my opinion. So I swept a few of them for people that might not have the funds, because I saw you said you got to wait till something happens. I was like, well, let me see if I can hold on to one for the homie, because I had a couple to flip or whatever. I have a couple to keep, and then I was like, let me grab some and lock it in just in case. You know what I'm saying? So I got you when that time comes. If you like some of the ones I got, if time everything works out. So just let you know.
Let's do it. Yeah, definitely, bro. What about some other buys?
What's that?
What are some other NFTs you've been looking at?
All right, so like I bought a Tensorium once they dipped because I just felt like they did so much for the market share and NFTs in general, especially during a bear market. The whole story of them, being small guys that made it, competing with Magic Eden, so on and so forth. I like that. I got the airdrop from them, which I wasn't really expecting, but I guess it worked out from doing a little bit of trading on their platform. So overall, I was like, well, let me take that airdrop. Let me do some trades. Let me get some, quick money. And then we'll go ahead and grab one of these things. And it worked out pretty damn good. I got one once they dipped because everybody floored floor, you know, took the airdrop, so on and so forth. Like I sold my airdrop at 69 cents or whatever it was. I was like, I'm not playing this, go down to the bottom, wait for it to come back up shit. Like I like Tensor. It's something I want to have. I don't have any bags of it right now. I figured if I hold on to one of the, you know, the collectible or their pieces of their collection, I've got part of that. I don't know if there's any like anything that you get from holding it. I haven't looked into that point. I just wanted to have a piece of that because I liked the pixel art. I like Tensor. I could see them running back up to 30 pretty quickly, you know, if people were, you know, trying to accumulate them again, just with what I was looking at on the chart. But I'm not tied to this one too much because if it does run up quick, this was more or less for a trade. Like that was my main reason for it. It wasn't like a long time kind of hold. I scooped up Retardio cousin because they're fucking retarded. I was down, the market was like starting to dip, and I honestly was like, yeah, I feel fucking retarded right now. I just like this whole market's pissing me off. Just the other shit that was going on in the background. I was like, fuck it, I'm buying one of these things. Dude, I bought it for like, I don't know, under 10. I'll say that. And then when I woke up, it was like 13 or 14 sol. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's there's a pretty legit like group and community of those people, and they come from the Remilio on Ethereum kind of thing. It's all kind of connected, I guess.
Yeah.
But they're thick, dude. They're thick as thieves. And honestly, man, when I did it, I was thinking to myself, you know, what typically works in these markets, and like, and it's not what you think. It's not, you know, a project that has the best utility. It's not a project that has the coolest art. It's not something that's giving you a great bit of rev share. It's the fucking dumbest thing in the entire world. Like that's where we're at. We're a full retard, full fucking greed. Like that's where we're at. So I was like, fuck it. That was the thesis there. And I'm not gonna lie, a lot of like the homies that I see in the timeline that I interact with, like we call each other cousins with it. So I saw them posting, and I was like, no way, everybody bought one of these fucking things. So that was another one. But I debated on a couple things. So real long, like I honestly don't know where Retardio is going to go, but there's a lot of people that have made money and kind of understand the pulse of the market. They're like, this might be a good buy, because I think Frisk was saying he bought one, sold it at 3. He was like, I might buy back in just because of what I've been hearing, what I've been seeing. And I was like, I feel the same way. It's hard. I didn't sell it when I was in like, you know, 3 or 4 sold profit, because I was like, I wonder if this is going to do some retarded shit, you know? Again, Cyber Frogs, I swept a couple more of them just to keep that collection. And Elements. So everything you see on here, this is most of the bags that I have. I don't have any Plano or Degenerate Ape. These are ones that I've been eyeing up. Planos are down where I'd like to buy in. It's just I'd have to figure out what I want to do with my monies, because I have a budget, I have a limit, and I don't know if I want to spend that much more on an NFT that I don't know what they're doing. You know, they're cool. People like to look at them, right? But it has to be when's the demand going to kick in for it, and I don't know that. That's just, if it's, you know what I mean, just a lot more than I want to spend for that kind of risk. Right now. Other than that, like I did look at Zero Monkey Biz. I like them. I like the dude Tony. He's the guy that does the artwork with OMBs and shit like that. It's all one-on-one. There's another wave coming out. I've been fucking with them since the first wave. I like it because it was the first time I saw a one-of-one project where I understood, like, oh, this is a collection. This is a collectible. People in here are just holding on to these. They're not trying to flip them unless they get to some crazy high level, but they have multiples where, you know, they're like sweeping at certain points, and like they're maintaining the collection. And I saw one-of-one art in a different light, and this was the first collection that really made me see it. Because at first I was like, this is so fucking dumb, and then it ran up to crazy numbers. I was like, this is extremely dumb. What's going on? I had to look into it. I was like, oh, this is awesome. This is actually kind of funny, because it's like it's like punk rock, like a fuck you to the system kind of thing. You know, it's to like ZMB, Zero Monkey Business, ZFG. I mean, Zero Fucks Given. It's just a funny group of people, and it's pretty dope to hang out with them. I met the dude Treecoin. I don't know if you know him.
No.
He used to have a bunch of spaces. He was hanging out with Ghost Kids and Anon and all that. But he was the one that was big into one-on-one art. So I grabbed one. I was like, all right. And then I ended up seeing my PFP on the floor. And that was after I sold one of them for a profit. And I was like, oh, it has devil horns. It has like the broken on. I don't know. I just liked it. I was like, I like how that looks. It's like, it would be cool to hang that one actually up. So somebody wanted it. You could probably buy it for me for like 2,000 SOL or something. But It ain't
What do
for
you think
sale.
about these, bro? I saw these like the other day. These Geobodens, bro. Do you know much about them?
Yeah, this is like the it's a play off, like I said, are they on here? No, they're on the filters here. The meme NFTs. So you know how we have meme coins?
Uh
Well, NFTs are starting to have the same thing because people realize they can be traded the same way, essentially. And like all it is like an NFT is basically just a token with a picture tied to it on the metadata. That's all it is. Like there's nothing really more than that. It's just that there's a higher value for that piece or whatever. But I think that they'll probably, just because they're doing good now, they'll probably keep doing it all right, and maybe towards the election they go crazy. So this could be one of those plays that you get into, but it could fall off the face of the earth and everybody be like, I'm not buying any more of this shit, because I don't know how many people are holding on. I guess we can look and kind of see that kind of stuff, see how many holders there are and how many whales are in it, because that would kind of deter me, because once they take a good profit, then it's just they floor everything.
Let's see, holders.
You got, where's it at? I don't see it on here, right? Where's that trace? No.
So holders, it shows dates, or is owners the same thing as holders?
I guess so.
But then if you go to top holders, there's a guy that holds 105 of them. He holds 3.6% of the supply.
And that's what I'm saying. That kind of shit kind of like gets me sketched out. What are you looking on, Magic Eden?
Yep, I'm on Magic Eden. Yeah.
I was gonna say I like Tensor for trading, but when I try to look for the stats, I always get lost in that one.
Yeah, I do too. That's why I'm on Magic Eden. I usually use Tensor mostly, dude. I don't ever really fuck around by NFTs on Magic Eden no more.
Any specific reason?
Just greed, bro. You know, I just feel like they're just, in my opinion, very greedy.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I like it because it's like it just looks better sometimes for me to like look through and kind of scan through the collections when I'm doing it. But same thing, it's like I like using Tensor. I like using
that's what how I am. I'll use their platform just because it's a little bit easier to navigate through.
yeah.
In my opinion, that's the truth. I mean, it is easier, dude. But if I was to purchase an NFT, I'm going on Tensor. So we gotta support the small people out here. You know what I'm saying? The ones that are trying to, just get a little bit of a market share out here.
I feel you on that. I mean, what the hell is this Puppetardi? Like you're seeing more and more like this right now. This reminds me of the bull run last time when you're just seeing random new collections popping up over and over and over, and like people are gonna get wrecked on a lot of these. They're gonna, and think that they're gonna do good. Think that they got an NFT. Because I'm just remembering how I would be if I was up here seeing stuff popping up. I was like, oh, let me grab one of this before it runs up. You know what I mean? Just like it just looks exciting, and I mean it's a good thing because we're at that point in the market. But I'm just wondering, when is the influx of liquidity coming to NFTs? That's pretty much.
Yeah, that's what I think the magic question is that everybody's hoping for right now is when's the money coming back to NFTs?
Yeah. So like I said, I have been buying a little bit. Like anything I have, I've bought doubles of. Like I made it a rule this bull run. Like if I buy anything, I must buy like two of them, just because like I want to take profit. I want to see if it goes more. I don't know. And I also like that standard of if you can buy or you can't afford it unless you can buy two of them kind of thing. I don't know. I like that mentality.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it. If you have the chance, to buy two, you definitely, are able to have one to flip, to make some profit on if it does, go ballistic. But at the same time, you also have one if you wanted to, be a part of the project and actually the community. You like the community a lot. So I agree with that. That's kind of my bin strategy. If I could, if I can, I'll definitely purchase two.
Gotcha. Fucking, what's it called? I mean, one thing I was considering is, do I buy in NFTs and start loading the boat on like the projects I feel like we're going to do good? But then I also had the question, like, are these projects ever going to do as good as they've done before? Like, is my thought on Famous Fox. I was going to buy 3 of them because I was using some of the protocols to borrow, and I like playing that game right now. Because I feel like you're going to have a pop in like meme coins pretty soon. So like I'm just kind of like wondering like, hey, when's going to be a good point to borrow against and like use these for leverage? But I also, since we are in the position we're at with NFTs, I think it's a good time to start using NFT5 for your benefit, like borrowing against something. Like I'll buy something, and then since it's pretty damn close to the the buy-in, I'll take a loan and almost immediately in case it does run down. Like since Solana's a little bit lower, as Solana runs up, we typically see a retracement NFT prices. So like anything that I've been buying, I've been taking loans out, just sitting on the bread, or like looking for another play that's has more potential to run up there and take, you know what I mean? Just kind of using that leverage. It does get a little dicey, but I'm pretty fucking good at like remembering like, all right, if I borrowed against my Tensor and I owe 15 on that, and then I had like, let's say I bought 3 Foxes at the time for under the price of the Tensor. My goal would be to try to sell the Foxes for 0.5 to 1 more. So, you know what I mean? Just a quick flip in between there within 6 days or so, because that's the time that I have. So, but I don't know if the Foxes have the momentum. My thought was maybe because of the issue with Sharky, maybe people are going to want to grab the Fox to like borrow and get points. But then maybe people are like, I'm fucking sick of all the points. I'm sick of all this shit. Like, I'm just done. So I kind of like held off on that. And that's when I was like, let me go sweep the frogs. So I know if worst case scenario, if I got stuck with the frogs, I'm still happy there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. I like that. Yeah, dude. I mean, a lot of fucking NFTs are on discount right now, dude. I mean, to see, famous foxes at 6 Soul is like, oh shit. Like I'm wondering, dude, if with these OG NFTs being so low in price and stuff, like, you think they have a chance to even go back in all-time highs? You know what I'm saying? Where famous foxes were like 60 something soul, 70 something soul. Do you think they're ever gonna get back to that?
Nah, I really do. Like Meerkats, I think they might have seen their day. Like they're gonna redo the art. They're gonna have another like launch on that for the people holding. They want to get back to the OGs and support the people that are still here that believe in them. But I don't think that they'll be at $20,000 again. I don't think that they get to those numbers ever again. I don't know that. My gut tells me some of these projects are going to have to accept like, hey, you have ran your fucking,
Yeah, y'all had y'all's bull run.
Yeah, like there's other things out here now because nothing makes real technical sense. Fundamentally doesn't make any sense right now for some of the stuff you're seeing. The only one that makes the most sense, and it to me, is like the Mad Lads being at that price, but it's also almost doesn't make sense with everything else so low. You know what I mean? That's what's confusing. But I understand why. Holding the Mad Lad, I know why they're so high. It's like people are just fucking diamond hand like a motherfucker because there's so much added benefit to get them because of projects like Sharky will just say, hey, we'll give you more than everybody else just because you're that.
Right.
My theory is everybody thinks that they got big money and they're willing to spend. Well, some of them do. But some of them were like me. I'm just the average guy that fucking made a smart decision. And like, that I didn't have the money. I had locked up liquidity. There's a lot of people in there like that. Like they can't do shit. They just got to hope that they get an airdrop, so it's worth holding on that end. And
no, that's the truth. Yeah. The Mad Lads is like when D-Gods were in the bull run. You know what I'm saying? Where everybody wanted to give just everything to them because they were taking pretty much, it seemed like the market share for NFTs at the time, So Mad Lads, yeah. Were. So Mad Lads is where like D-Gods was that last bull run. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody wants to just have them a part of the project.
100%. And that's why I bought into it because I knew there was a race last April, like last January to April. There was a race to see who's taking the next spot because the D-Gods were been announcing and they were bridging over to Ethereum. So everybody was like, who's the next one? What's the next one? And when I saw the Mad Lads just PFP, I was like, yo, that's the one. And then they ran up to 100. I was like, fuck, I gotta wait till I get my money together. And then things worked out at the right time. And that's why I got into it. But I got to see like, that side of things. And I mean, it is completely true. Like there's networking, but I'll tell you what, bro, I've been in $5 NFTs that had same goddamn networking opportunities and same fucking benefits and the same great people. It doesn't matter the price of NFT. Like it matters who you are and what you're looking for and what you're bringing to the table. Because if you're looking for good people and you're bringing good energy, what do you think you're going to get back?
The same
fucking thing. So, I mean, there's all love in all these things. Like people get it twisted. They just want to flex. And like the thing is, like when you see a project dump and like it goes down, Well, now you got all the really douchey people involved in those projects that couldn't get into it before, that now they want to flex. They think they're hot shit because they got what was like, you know, the top thing, you know? And it's just like, oh man, like now the community might be going to shit. But that's why, again, I preach this shit every fucking day I'm talking to people. Cyberfrogs really hit everything. The Bored Ape Solana Club, like that's the communities, that's the, you know, the people's projects, in my opinion. Those are the ones that you get into, and like there's just really good shit. And there's other ones. There's just the first couple that come off like top of my head. I'm not talking about like, is it the best founder? Is it this? I'm just talking about the people that show up on your timeline because you're rocking with them and you're in the same like club essentially.
Right.
There's a good group of people in both of those. Like Ghost Kid has a really, really solid group. Like the Zilly Goats, they got an amazing group. And you know, people look at that, they're like, oh, it's a joke. I'm like, no, it's not. Like those dudes are doing more work than you do on a consistent basis, bro. Like, get out of here. You know, those guys got passion for what they do, and you couldn't buy them out if you tried.
No, that's the thing. You can't buy that type of stuff. You know, regardless, bro. I'd rather be in a community where, you know, the founders are present. They're busting their ass trying to at least make something happen. You know what I'm saying? It's not like they're just sitting on the sidelines and we're just all chilling, smoking a blunt. You know what I'm saying? Like these motherfuckers are working, you know? So that's the truth, bro. Hands down.
I mean, they grinded throughout the whole bear market, and you know, I was with them in a lot of their spaces, talking with them, and seeing where they kind of made decisions and went the way that the route that they did with upgrading all of their stuff and doing the content. Like I absolutely love what they're doing. I'm definitely proud to see like a group of people, a project that didn't have the most astounding results from a mint, didn't, you know, have all of these bragging rights, but they could say that they showed up every day and build a network of people that showed up with them. And like a lot of people begged and like try to get that. They got it. And like it's just ingrained into them. And it's pretty cool to see, because on top of that, the amount of different people from different areas have come into this one place. It's not like they stemmed from that and you know what I mean, had to branch out. They all came from other stuff and found it. So they got something that they're cooking with there, in my opinion.
Oh, for sure.
But we kind of went over all the stuff that I kind of had written down. But my thought for you is, what do you think's next? We're like, when it comes to NFTs, where are we at? What do you think we're going to, if you were to make a bold prediction in the next like 2-3 months or so?
Bro, that's a hard fucking question. God damn, you just had to throw it right at me. Fuck, dude. That's a tough one, bro. I'm not even gonna lie, because I've been thinking of that, you know, that situation of myself, bro. Just personally, just, you know, thinking like, where is NFTs going right now? And to be honest, bro, me personally, I don't have an answer for that yet. You know, I really don't know, bro. That's why I kind of asked you about, you know, do you see these projects that hit, you know, 60, 70, 80 plus? So if they're going to be at that point, you know, in the future, you know, I think a lot of these projects are kind of, you know, at where they're at right now. I don't think they're going to hit those all-time highs anymore. I think it's the newcomers that, you know, just come in and, you know, just show out, you know, the hypeness and things like that. Those are usually the projects that, you know, keep pushing forward and you know, kind of take that hype by storm. So it's kind of hard to
new ones, man, that like has me deterred and like skeptical on that thesis is like every mint has gone to absolute dog shit.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like the Bankman, I really thought that they had a better chance just because the people that were behind the team. I mean, there's a lot of arguments on that guy Titan and like he's a scammer and shit like that. Whatever, I don't fucking know, so I can't even speak on the shit. All I can tell you is like, I know that he was trying hard to do stuff and he's connected pretty well. Like that's all I know really about him. And I don't know, like everything seemed like it had all the ingredients and like it was developed. It was generating revenue. Like it didn't make sense why that didn't do well. And it was like leading up to this event at NFT NYC where everybody should have been able to use this map and like network and hook up with each other and see where everybody's at. But you didn't even hear about Bankman after, in the last 2 months, it seems like.
Yeah, we're pretty much since Mint, dude. I haven't really seen them on the timeline anymore.
Yeah, and I'm not here to fucking hate on them. I'm just saying, like, that's where we're at with stuff. It's not the way it used to be. And I honestly, I'm shocked. I thought the NFTs were going to be like, just explode again. And not the case, dude.
No, not at all, dude. I think a lot of people were expecting NFTs to, you know, the bull market, you know what I'm saying? These NFTs are about to fucking go crazy. And I don't think it's really that anymore. I think everybody's focus right now is on coins. It really is, dude.
Well,
I don't think
there should be though, because there's more liquidity and there's more people. People understand coins more than they understand the NFTs. It makes more sense. It's easier to get in and out of them. Like you don't have to have a special wallet for all of these coins. Like not like you have to have a special wallet, but for the outside person, for them to get into meme coins, like all they need is not Phantom, like Coinbase type app, like that. Anything that has to be changed like that. I know it's pretty simple to get them on here, but people they still regard NFTs as scams, like because of how hard they got hit. Like, and none of us can deny from the outside looking in, like, yeah, you got a point. For a while there, it was like NFTs are down 95%. This person lost $20,000 million on this, and it's like, damn, that really didn't help the situation. So it is what it is, but I think there will be a point that you see, liquidity pour into it, but I think it'll be towards the end. So,
yep, I definitely agree.
I don't know what to buy other than what I've been saying. The people that are still here, they're very active, very like it almost seems like they have to actually be doing a real thing, like solving a need or like providing a real community, not just like I'm trying to think of like projects that are pretty active, but like they're not going to really make you any money because they don't have anything to offer you really. Like I don't think anybody wants to buy a bunch of clothes. Like if you had like, you know what I mean? So I don't know.
No, and I agree with that, dude. I mean, everybody's just looking to make fucking some bread, dude. It's like you said earlier, it's greed right now, dude. The whole market is fucking just greed right now. Everybody just wants to make fucking money, dude. Yeah. Nobody's really here for anything else. Everybody's here right now to make fucking money because they've been
either though, because like
no, I don't either.
This is the fucking time to change your life and make some money, but yeah, I don't know. I was just we'll see. We'll look at it week by week and we'll see where NFTs go. But again, if I was to tell anybody of like what to buy and why, I would be buying more cyber frogs until they get to like 10 sold, and then after that I'd probably let them just kind of ride. I just think that they got a bright future with what they're doing. Art update, new utility, everything they have is probably some of the best out like for buying into something right now.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, dude. The timeline has been hype with them. Honestly, it's been hype. Dude.
Like a lot of Ethereum guys are looking at them. I noticed that.
You said a lot of Ethereum people?
Yeah, a lot of it, like .eth names are talking about them and like asking about the Thor thing and saying they heard this and that. So I was like, damn, this is pretty good. That's people are understanding that there's some shit on Solana. I think the influx of more Ethereum users trading on Solana when the meme coins kind of really took off and made an impact was like what got their eyes even looking at like the bigger projects. You know what I'm saying? Like I think they just started seeing it over here. Like, wait, that shit trades that quickly. I can get into it. Seeing the PFPs and seeing us talking about it. I think that's kind of like the effect that took place there.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I think Solana is definitely it's just a place to be, bro. I think in my opinion it is, bro.
Yeah, without a doubt. But let's see what we got here. All right, I want to switch over and take a look over at some of these. What's it called? Some of these meme coins, because usually I go about an hour and then I switch gears up a little bit and kind of switch topics up. But yeah, I don't know what's next either. That was more of that question. There is like, what are you thinking? Where are you looking at? And but what I'm buying is stuff that's been around. It's proven itself. It's stuff that has community. And then at a certain point, like I'm done. I have my collections. I got the stuff I need. I don't want any new mints. Like, and I feel bad because I have a friend that's like, he's in my DMs almost every week, and I'm like, how do I tell homie, like, I don't want to buy anything else right now. Like, I am sorry. Like, like, I don't know what to tell you. I think I've been here long enough, and it's like, fuck, man, I don't want any of my friends making anything anymore. I want you guys just to stop. Like, like, artwork and shit's cool, but don't make any more fucking collections, bro. Like, fuck. Held some of these things for 12 months, and then they just disappeared. I'm like, great.
No bueno.
Yeah. But are you buying any meme coins? You holding anything for the bull run?
Bro, honestly, it's more. Let's see what's in my wallet right now, dude. It's more long term, dude. Like me personally, right now, dude. I'm not even looking at prices. I'm just buying shit to fucking hold, bro. You know what I'm saying? So me personally, like regardless if it goes up or down, dude, I know what I'm getting into, and I just kind of right now don't even look at prices. I just fucking buy. I still got a nice little bag of fucking Mew, that cat in the dog's world, Bonk,
Nice.
of course, dog with hat. I bought some Harambe when I was speaking with Casper in New York City, so I bought a bag of that. I got some Deutsche
You gotta get
Arm.
Casper up on these shows.
You said what?
You gotta get Casper up here.
Yeah, we do, dude. Yep. So I got some of that chonky. You know, I got a fucking bag of chonky when I was in New York City.
So you got a lot of the like the branding. So
right, more than like the IP branding meme coins, I would say.
Well, that's the thing is like the meme coins. I've been saying this. It's you got to look at the blockchain with the bet. Like the top meme coins are going to be the brands of that blockchain. Nobody's going to look at Solana. They're going to be talking about Bonk and all of that, like everything down the line. WIF. Like that's like what's WIF? It's on Solana. Fuck Solana. I don't know about these meme coins. So like that's why I'm kind of looking at some of these meme NFTs. You know what I'm saying? Like they could pop off, but at the same time, they're like it's a little weirder because they're personal. They're different. They're traits. You know, like the coins are just coins. It's a bag. It's a. I have this amount of coins. It's worth this much dollars. End of story. When you get to the meme coins, some people might be attached to them, think they're collectibles, and they're just meme NFTs. These are gonna fade out quicker than shit. Like. They ain't gonna be around too long.
Nope. And I mean, dude, the thing too is a lot of these coins are in the pretty much the top 100. I know Dog with Hat is. You know, I'm holding, of course, Jupe, Win. You know, all those as well. And a lot of
so
these
you're just
coins,
keeping it on Solana then, right?
Correct. Yep.
Okay. So let me pull up the Solana ecosystem tab right here. This has all of our coins that are on Solana, and yeah, there's pretty much everything you're naming.
Yeah, that's really the coins that I'm holding.
The grand scheme of memes, I kind of like the top 16. I think we have 40% of Solana coins in there, in the top 16 of all the memes.
Yep. So we got a lot of Solana coins. That's for damn sure.
So Dog with That, I think 100% gets into a stupid number, a stupid amount. Like I just feel like it's not going anywhere. I think most of us here in this echo chamber are like, oh, it's fading out, more attention's going away from it. But outside of this, like that's the first thing people see. They type in Solana meme coin. WIF is like one of the first motherfuckers that come up. Also Bonk. I'm pretty sure that Dog with Hat flipped Pepe, or at least it was recently. However, they're neck and neck. Wormhole Pith, those are like, and Jupiter, those are like the three like most utility, most popular. However, like I think they do good. But I don't think they hold that over the long term. I think they phase out a little bit just because liquidity will start to shift. In my opinion, I don't know if you were thinking like I'm putting everything into Jupiter bomb or Jupiter Wormhole and Pith. Like I think there's a point where you should be taking your profit and putting that into a better. Like an L2, you know what I mean? Something right. It's got more room, more stability in that coin. In my opinion, I don't know for a fact, but it's just like, what would I rather bet on? Would I rather bet on? I can't even think of a different coin right now, honestly. Like on another chain. Let me put like AVAX, I guess. Like, would you want to put your money in AVAX or Jupiter or Wormhole or Pith? Well, maybe these at first, and then get a couple extras in that bag and then flip that over there to, you know what I mean? And that's
because it seems like you have more potential to make, you know, a little bit more money with the Jupe bag, the Win bag, you know, the Pith bag, to rotate those, you know, kind of profits into more established actual coins, you know?
Exactly. And another thing I tell people, like, well, not tell people, I tell myself and remind people what I do is like when I hit all-time highs, I scale out 2-3%. I try to keep liquidity because I had liquidity on hand for that last dip we had. Like I bought Slurf and I bought fucking Pups. As soon as we had that giant dip, I was like, oh shit, this is insane. And like I saw everybody else scrambling. I'm like, this is the first rule: is keep fucking dry powder, keep some like money on the side for these days. Like these green days are supposed to like be giving you gifts for the red days for those sales, even if it's just a little bit, you know. But yeah, I mean, what were we gonna say?
I don't even know, bro. I was about to say something and it just went right through the other.
Well, the other thing I was gonna say about this is the Cats in the Dog World, Mew, book of memes. All of these ones that you see here, like they don't get talked about that much, but if you look, yesterday I posted a picture of the trending coins that were at the top, and I listed them. I said, these are the ones that are getting scooped up on these dip days by these whales and people that are really, really accumulating these coins for the long time, or for the long term. These ones, or the bull run rather. These are the ones that have like the narratives to them. These are the ones that like actually have something of value to them, even if they're not like the hottest ones right now. And it was interesting to see that because nobody was talking about that, and I'm like, well,
nobody, dude.
I guess
dude, I literally got dropped
dude,
I got dropped a bag, and I'm like, where the fuck did I even get this from? You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, where the fuck did I get this one? And I bought a little bit on top of that, you know what I'm saying? Because I was like, yo, this shit kind of building up. So I was like, this shit might, hype up. So I bought some more, just kept kind of delaying in a little bit. And, now I got a nice little bag of it. And I'm like, okay, I think this coin might actually have some real potential.
What coin?
The Mew. Cat and the Dog's
Mew, yeah. Well, I got the airdrop of that, and I bought that heavy. I was like, fuck it. But Misty Whiff, when Cat with Hat got airdropped to me, I just it wasn't at that point where everything was coming in and you were like knowing like, hey, I should buy. I just was like, oh, cool, another fucking coin, great. Like, we're just getting all these coins now, right? And I didn't like put any soul in it, just looked at it, and then it fucking skyrocketed. I was like, oh, God, why didn't I buy any of that? And I came down, I bought some of that, and I've been riding that one. I'm going to get into looking at the chart of some of these coins, but Cat with Hat's definitely one. Mew is a good one. There was a couple other airdrops we got. If you would have put like a couple soul, you would have made it a nice profit on there. But the other one I wanted to talk about here, where are we at? Myra took a step back. They're at 13 cents. This was at a high of 40. This is a good entry for a coin. We're going to get into that chart too. Here it is. MAGA and Slurf. Slurf is definitely something I think people are underestimating. You got to look at the market cap. You got to look at the story behind it. You got to look at the potential at 265 out of all these. Like, the most unlikely scenario is fucking prevailing, and it's hilarious to see. I don't know. I mean, the consistency with that like group of people, and I'm even putting together a baseball game to go to for people. I've been talking about that. I'm buying 10 tickets, and I'm going to have them come out, first come, first serve. I'm going to draw a little digital ticket, tie it to the actual ticket from the site, and drop it to people so they can get there and we meet up and do the game thing. But MAGA, another one, even if it's down in the dumps, if nobody cares about it, it's got a 6 million, or no, what's the market cap here?
For which one? Slurf?
What's that?
Which one are we on?
I was talking about Slurf. Like that
okay,
one,
Slurf.
I think people underestimated that one just because of the whole burn thing. And it's doing pretty damn good. But
yeah, especially right now too.
MAGA.
Yep. MAGA. That's gonna be a huge fucking one, dude. I think that's once the political, we're in a political year, so that one definitely has potential
right now, and they only have a circulating supply of 42 million. Bro, it's at 203 million right now. This is probably gonna be going. I don't fucking know, like maybe a billion. I don't know.
It has the potential, dude, especially towards the end of the year when shit really gets crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck yeah, but like getting in now would be like ideal, I would think, because of like, the election's so far away, and like this is kind of what I'm looking at.
Oh yeah, dude. That's one of the ones I feel like is gonna be a fucking sleeper, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, just let it fucking cook, bro.
Yeah.
Because one day that shit, I'm telling you, once we get closer to where we're getting to the political run, dude, that shit is gonna fucking go, bro. That is gonna be the coin that everybody's gonna buy.
Yeah, and I like how far it's come down. I would like to see this even get down to like here. Okay, because you just have a little bit of I call it fucking traffic when you have a little bit of congestion or whatever. Let me color it here. But you're chopping sideways all the way across. It's basically just a big channel. This doesn't look like a bad entry. I did that yesterday. I wasn't sure how that happened, but fuck me. I didn't know I could, like, when I grab it, other charts don't do that shit. It fucks me up. All right, so chill. So it came down all the way to here. Like I said, these are the lows. It's come back up. It's making higher lows. Even if it was to come back, like, my thought is maybe I throw 1,000 on here, put 300 on now, wait it to see if it dips another 300, and then try to time the other one before it makes any kind of move to the upside. Because this has made crazy high of 11, but we've got some support. We've got some areas up here where we could catch and hold if it starts to move its way up, especially towards the election.
Oh yeah, definitely for the election. That shit gonna fucking explode, bro. I have a feeling.
Yeah, but this is on Ethereum. I don't know why it comes up on fucking Solana.
Yeah.
So be careful, guys. If you're looking at this, like, this is not for you guys to like go buy. If anybody is even considering that, you're insane. But yeah, these are supposed to be Solana ecosystem tokens right here. I don't know why Ethereum came up, but at the same sense, if you find something on Solana that has a real like team behind it, and it's like election Joe Biden, MAGA, Trump, whatever, any of those are going to be something to keep your eyes on, in my opinion. But yeah, that's that for those coins. I'm gonna go to the charts. Do you have any tokens that you want to look at off the bat?
No, bro. You know what I was gonna say though, off that Trump token, I think they have a contract on Solana as well.
That's what I was literally gonna search up here. That was MAGA, right?
Yeah. So I think they're based on Ethereum, but they have also Solana contract.
Okay, so it's on the wormhole.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, it's because it's. Let me see. Go back to it. Yeah, it's on base Solana, and then let's see, Ethereum, of course. Oh yeah, that's interesting.
It's kind of nutty, right?
Because that's a little bit different than everybody else. Everybody else is strictly, Solana or. So I'm not sure. I'm a little confused.
Yeah, it's kind of, what's the contract address? You see HAP for Solana on that one?
On Solana, yeah.
Yeah, so this one's at 12 million market cap, 13,620 holders. It's loading up because I got too much shit open on my. Oh no, here it goes. I think share. It might load. I got too many tabs open. It's like 2 different screens, all these fucking tabs. I gotta click some shit. Oh, great. Let me see if I refresh this to come up.
Let's see. Looking at the right one. Nope. Yeah, this one.
So those pups token, I don't know how to explain this the best way, but they're pegged they're pegged to the runes pups or something. A runes token.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you'll be able to swap them or something to the BTC ones, like 1-to-1 or something like that, or 1-to-100. I don't know exactly the way to explain this, but I saw a couple people talking about it. I started looking into it, and then I just started throwing Solana at it because this thing was down at like 50 cents, but it was way higher. I was like, huh, not 50 cents, $50. If we can get the chart to load up, I'll pull it up and take a look. We got Trump loading. Probably gonna lose some people for this one, but whatever.
Whatever, man. I don't really get political. I just, you know what I'm saying? We're here to make bread, and if the Trump coin can make me some money, why not?
Yeah, I don't care about all that shit. I'm like, yo, bro, this is the chart, and this is, that's all we're doing here. All right, so this is where I was getting at. This has a nice slow run up here, nothing crazy, but this is a nice little like platform, and it's been riding that all the way across. So I would like to enter here, honestly. Like anything in this vicinity, like if this comes down, looks like you're just going to be catching somewhere around here.
Mm-hmm.
I like it, but I would like to see this be, let everybody forget about it and go all the way back down, because I think that it has good potential. $5 right now doesn't seem to be terrible, but it is up significantly from down here. 23 cents, so on and so forth, and even lower. So you definitely probably got some whales in there. 21% are the top 10 holders. Let's see if Radium's at top. No. Radium is 4th, so you got 3 whales above Radium. That's dangerous territory, I would imagine. So I don't know. Do your own research with it. The Tucker one has been interesting to me. Like Tucker Carlson.
Oh yeah, I know. Yep, I know which one you're talking about. Is that still going?
It was up 40-some% or whatever. I saw it up to the top here. Book of memes up there on the trending. So I don't know. We'll take a look at this. But I usually start on the side over here. Kira, this is the ecosystem token for the cyber frogs. I called this out when I saw Andy and everybody talking about it right down here in 3 cents, and I poured some fucking bread into this thing, and we ran it up to 40. Took a little bit of profits off there. So a little bit more on the way down here, and bought back in right about here because this is about halfway down from here. It filled that cup and handle, broke out up here, came back down, found some support. I like what I see. The next stage is fucking what, 40 cents or 28 cents here? Not 40, my bad. But the next goal, I guess, is like 40 cents because this looks like it's just staircasing its way, you know? Same thing. So, like to see the money bag fill this gap just like we did here. And if it did the same thing here, it pretty much looks even. I would imagine that this goes somewhere in like a lot of these coins. It just depends on the market. I'm not saying that this is going to work out. I'm just thinking that it's going to take until somewhere in the beginning to the end of May or middle of May for these things to start getting a little bit hotter. You might have some spikes, you might have some flashes, but if these are going to grow naturally and the right way, I think it's going to take that time. You know what I mean? And then maybe you get some spikes because it'll build up that pressure. You're going to get volume, liquidity holders, so on and so forth. You're going to get new developments to all these fucking coins. But Kira in general, if I understood homie correctly, 4.4 market cap. For this to get to $1, it only needs to be at like 32 or 34 million. So it seems fairly fucking easy for what we've seen these tokens be able to do when people see volume and excitement in a coin. And I'm pretty sure that the Cyberfrog's got some heavy hitters, and they're attracting heavier hitters. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I think they're definitely, like I said, they've been fucking, Andy's been killing it on the timeline, and you know, they're pushing forward, dude. So I definitely expect them, and you know, with the next couple of things they got coming out, the price is definitely gonna jump.
Sure. Next one we're gonna take a look at is Myro. Maybe it looks like the chart's frozen, so who knows?
You were like real big in Myro too, right?
Yeah. I still like them a lot. I was calling them out. They were done at 50 million market cap, about 4 cents when I was talking about them, and they ran up to like 300 million or something like that. Market cap, I think it was close to. I think this one tapped 40 cents, and I sold some of that off there. Held on to it, but then I saw that it was falling apart. It was getting weak, downtrending, and I sold everything at 20 something. And I said, if this goes any lower than the 28 or 26 that I was looking at, it's going to be the low 20s, high teens. And if it breaks down there, you could be in the 10s to single digits. So you can see back February 1st is where I was talking about this right here. About 5 cents, so we were even lower. We were right about here when we were talking about it, and we ran this one all the way up here. Nice fucking run up there. The reason I called it is because I saw this run up. I knew they had space. I knew they were consistent. I knew that everything that you needed to have a coin was working, was going on there. And Dr. DeFi was part of that. The whole group still is. He's the guy that recommended this book Bumpers to me. I've been reading, but I figured we'd fill this gap, and we did. Broke up to a new high, and we went all the way up to 40 some cents, 44. So I sold some of this here, sold some of this when we came back up to the 30 some cents, sold on this, like come down when it started breaking apart. I was like, oh fuck, here we go. And then I was pretty much out of it there. And this is where I was telling people, look, if this doesn't come back to the upside, if this doesn't break and trend up, the next place that this is going to break back down is going to be coming to these levels right here. And sure enough, it caught right where I had this line. Because look, bang, bang, bang. And it caught itself right there, came right back up, and now it's riding that. So if this was to break down, if the interest is lost on Myro, it's going all the way back down to 4 some cents, and then maybe even down to the penny. If it gets anywhere in here, I will be throwing a couple $1,000s at it without a fucking doubt. Without a doubt. Just because this coin, it's the name of the Anatoly's dog. It's got everything it needs to take, rocket right back up to all-time highs. You can see both these runs, it didn't take time at all. It was within 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 days for this to make its run here. This one took about a month to make that happen, but look how quickly people reclaim that all-time high. So something to keep your eye on. We'll see what happens, but right now this looks like a healthy place for this to sit at. But yeah, Myro, 137 million on the market cap, 48,933 or 36,000 on the holder end of things, 13 cents right now. Not a bad place. Use strike prices if you're getting in this position or adding to it. Just make sure you're not destroying your average.
Let me ask you this. You got any thoughts on Bonk right now?
Bonk, yeah, we're getting to Bonk right now. So Bonk was on a downtrend because everything else in the world is fucking getting the attention, and it's just circulation. Bonk is still one of the biggest coins. It's the OG. I mean, it's not going anywhere. It's got 1.3 billion on the market cap, 699,769 holders. That's a lot of people to disappear and sell off all of their positions. You might have some bag holders, but you gotta imagine that this thing's going to run. It's on Coinbase, you know. You gotta imagine that this thing is going to do the same kind of things that Doge and WIF and everything else it has done. I mean, it's Bonk. Like, it's the number one. Out of all the videos, this one had like 4,000 hits on it within, like, I don't know, the first month of it or something like that. Maybe not 4,000, but it was up there. It was a lot. But like, we've been looking at this since, again, February. We had this run. We made some money. We didn't have the, like, I looked at this and I was like, man, if this, again, this breaks down here, we hit that point where we filled that whole cup and handle situation again. No handle here, just straight filled that gap. Came back down, found support. My thought here was like, if this is going to come up, we have to catch here again, or else this is going to break down. And sure enough, it hit these bottoms and said, nope, it rejected it. And then it came back down, and this has been a complete downtrend the whole time. The only thing I got to say is this wick right here is going to get filled. And people that think I'm crazy, we'll just zoom out on any coin you got here. Any coin that we've been looking at all. Every fucking ridiculous wick that's been there, like this. Nobody thought that was going to get filled. Technically got filled here, you know? But now that's the goal. It's probably going to take a huge comeback for this one, but it's Bonk. It's just attention is elsewhere. Once the run comes back, man, people are going to just be throwing money into it. It's the biggest market cap. It's not going to be the biggest runner as far as X's, but if you look at people they're going to say, all right, Doge, similar coins on Coinbase, close to Doge, Bonk. What's Bonk? It's another dog coin. Cool, I'm going to get that one. And then they're like, oh, there's no fees on this one? Fuck, I want more of this one. You know what I mean? Like, this seems like it makes more sense than the other one with fees, you know? Not that Doge has, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's Solana. But Bonk 100% is a good coin. It's just you got to pick where you want to enter, exit. I don't have. Wait, do I? I think I have mine paired in DeFi, maybe. I don't know. But when I sell it, it'll probably be nothing. It'll probably be been sold off or whatever. But I had it sitting in a DeFi thing, and I made a good about on this run up here. I sold a lot of it off just because like I didn't want to lose it. You know what I mean? So then I bought more Bonk, and I don't know. Once it got to this point, I sold everything off. I was like, I don't want to play with this. There's other plays that are going to run up from here, and this is like what, the 24th, end of March, beginning of April. Yeah, exactly. So this is like basically, in my opinion, people were cycling into WIF, and then WIF is turning around now. You know. So let's look at WIF real quick.
Let's see. WIF.
Whoa, what I click? There we go.
What the fuck is this? This ain't the right one.
My like screen is stuck in what? Oh, it's CDFI.
It's stuck.
All right, so yeah, this one right here. This is, I mean, it's WIF. I think a lot of people like this coin. I mean, I've been hearing some people, they don't like it as much as the other ones. They've been looking at other chains as far as like what do they think is going to move more. But I think WIF is going to be continuing on this trend. I just think the market and everything else is, the bigger guys are just taking a little bit of a back step. They're taking a breather because other things are more exciting. But they just have more upside, I guess, potential right now. But like we just saw when we read the opening line, like the whales are accumulating these kinds of things. The whales are buying into these. You got 2 dolphins, 3 dolphins right there, $5,000 buy right now. Like, you're gonna keep seeing people buying. So this is a good way to kind of get a idea of what's been going on with the buys and sells. If you just click on the whales, like you got whales selling, you got whales buying, all within the last 15-20 minutes.
Yeah, for real. Even in the last, I mean, look at the big buys right now, dude. 12 seconds ago, $5,000, $4,000.
Yeah.
Literally about 20 seconds ago. I mean, somebody just put about 10 grand in whiff.
Yeah. And like there's 2.3 billion, 126,963 holders in here. And I mean, this is a good point right here. Like, look, it came down here, tightened up, ran up. This comes down. If it starts to go sideways, you could see it level up, or you're going to see it take a nice, rocket up. All it takes is the right whale to set it off, and like, boom, you get that cascading effect. You get Sol to turn around and start running up to 150, 160.
Yeah.
Sure as fuck see this stuff start going, If Sol hits like 170, 180, you're going to see everything fucking fire off.
Yeah, that's the sparking point. Once we start hitting those 200s, boy.
Yeah, once it gets like that, man, people are holding Sol from 20, 30, 40 bucks. It's like, yeah, they're definitely selling that shit right there and swapping, buying other stuff. They're definitely going to be cycling their coins. Like, I mean, there are people that are going to hold, but I don't know. People are chasing the money, and they're
chasing the money. Facts, bro. Facts. That's a fact.
CWIF, this is another one. This is like an interesting coin. Some people don't like it on the timeline from like the sentiment I've been reading. Some people are into it. I don't know. Something about this has like this allure to me that it's a token 2022. It's a token that has so much more capabilities than any other like coin out here. It's a meme coin on top of that. It's got 231 million on the market cap. But the crazy thing is that the holder count on here is 1.2 million or 1.3 basically holders. No other coin has anything remotely close to that. This is the most distributed coin on Solana. But like statistically, it is 100% the most distributed wallet or on chain as far as wallets out there. And it's just like, to me, to see so much bouncing like this steady like support across there, at some point it's got to go back up. At some point it's got to get back up there. It won't go any lower. Like this right here where it did break through and it's like hit this point, but it's like chopping. I mean, I guess that means there's a market maker or something on there where it's all like choppy like that. But overall, cat with hat, man, I feel like its day is coming. It's had its day right here when it ran up and everybody was super bullish on it. Caught itself right here at the tops. Even right here, it still caught itself at the thickness of this like, congestion. And I don't know. We'll see what happens, but it caught me by surprise, and it's something that I want to see it, run. I don't know. Maybe it's me wanting to see it run, but I feel like it got a lot of potential. Like I followed their account. I fuck with the guy, and I'm like, yo, come on my space. And he's like, I'm a cat. I can't talk. But I don't know. It's another coin that I like. But like I said, 231 million, 1.3 million holders. That's nuts. And I know that some people might have just dust in there, but the fact is that people are going to see the number, and as that number goes up, because it is down a little bit. I mean, you can see where it's had some highs, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Slurf, we looked at that. Oh, I was looking at that earlier. We didn't look at that one. Slurf, like I said, this is. I think this is like the underdog story of 2024. It's not my biggest holding by far, but it's getting there because of this dip. I was buying in this area, and then I bought it a little bit right here, and then I waited all the way down here, and I bought on the way up just a little bit. I didn't buy like the bottom dip. I bought probably 30 some cents. So I got myself probably a good average. I guess it would be about here if I like really do the math. Not too bad, like 40 something. Mm-hmm. So I was a profit, but bro, look at this W.
Look at that W.
That's setting up. If the W plays out, that's a nice like little. But we'll keep the magnet on it. We'll keep pulling it up there. The rock is filled with all the fuel we need, and I'll take flight. This is how I do TA, by the way. I just use pictures.
You do fucking rocket shits. I like it.
Well, the magnet, that pulls the line up, and then we get the rocket to take off. Diamond hands, what powers it. You don't got to get too technical out here. And then I was covering Bored Ape Solana Club's coin, but really nothing to cover there. It's literally just going down from when I started looking at it. I was like, okay, we are just going to revert into something else now. We'll talk about that if it gets exciting again. But hey, bottom line, if I'm not talking about it, that means it's kind of dying. Not dying, but it's like dead right now. So it might be a buy opportunity. Let's see. No, this is another one that I saw. Hit my account and I bought into the airdrop that I think I got with this one. I'm pretty sure that was the case. Or maybe I saw this on the timeline all over it. So I ran the first run up and I hit that W. I sold on the bottom of this thing. I didn't get this run up right here. So like I bought somewhere down here on this first leg where it was kind of like a pattern. Yeah. This right here is where I got in, and then I sold right here. I took almost a round trip, but it didn't fucking hold, and I kind of regret that, but hey, shit happens. And then I was waiting for this, and now we're at a good point where, see where it broke out here? It's riding that as support. That could be a good entry. Nub has a huge social presence, which is kind of nutty. Like millions and millions of people follow it on TikTok and stuff. Let's see. Yo, my computer is slow as shit today. I'm about to freeze as soon as we get done. Let's see what else. Turt. This one is a community takeover token. He's trying to make it a gaming token. I know that Solana Dean's partnered up with him. He's working with him as well. He said something about the game. He's still working on it. It's not finished, but I mean, it's in development. The goal is to make a meme token that has a game that's playable. I guess that you can get the meme token. I think that's the case, but it's at a nice point to buy in my opinion. This is exactly where I called it last time, and the homies in the group chat, or not the group chat, the community, the Solana Made Simple community. I think anybody that bought into it probably made a 1 or 2x on this one. Nothing crazy, but it's nice little home run. 901,000 on the market cap, 2,325 holders on this one. This is Turt. It's a little turtle. Guy's pretty dope. I like him. He's one of the heads over at Super Team UK. So they got some Chads over there. They got some Giga Brains. They got, some good teamwork mentality over there. So this is a coin that, even if it's not sexy right now, it's been trending down for a couple days or whatever. It could be a good opportunity to get in. You missed the bottom, but it did bounce back over here. Same thing over here. Shows the exact same kind of position or movement. So it gives you opportunity. You just got to take advantage of it. This is something I got a bag on. I could average down right now, but I'm not even like, it's maybe 15%, maybe. But it's a good coin to take a look at. Smaller market cap, higher upside potential. The guys in the team that are fucking with this, they took another coin to 240 million. So I have conviction with this one for the long term. And let them develop, let them build. Tensor up to 79 cents. Not really going to look at the chart. I think that does well over time. Retardio. These fucking people are retarded, and I am too because I own one. So whatever. I'm just talking about myself. I bought into this thing. I sold everything. I sold every fucking meme coin I have other than my long terms. I sold every one I was trading, and I bought pups. But this is Retardio. These guys are not letting the floor go down. You have this nice little support right here. So I might even let this continue to go, see what happens before I would enter back into this. But like I said, I made this little bit of a run up. I didn't sell top, probably got somewhere in this area. But nice little come up. Got some of my money back for buying into that. What's the market cap? 13 million market cap. 13.3. You have 6,262 holders on Retardio. The ticker itself is too stupid to fade. That's on you if you don't. It's one of those things, man. It's like when somebody says it's too stupid to fail, you're like, fuck, is it? Really? Like
those are the ones that usually fucking fly too.
Exactly. So I got scared of the game. I'll be retarded. Yeah, tap into that from time to time. All right, Doge. This is Sonic Bob Ansem Sonic 69420 Enu. I don't know why they do these. I don't know why they do this shit, but it's got a Twitter, it's got a Telegram. I don't think anybody's paying attention to it except for that guy and that guy and that guy in the last couple minutes. But there's people still buying this thing. I bet you any amount of money that hypothetically, to be honest with you on that, that this does another run. It's just like there's a lot of consistent stupid buys in here. I mean, these are bots, obviously. Let me but some of these like this stuff, you know, $283 9 minutes ago, $50 right there, 130. Somebody's buying this thing. That somebody thinks the same shit. And my conviction is the name Doge. Just Doge on Sol. Somebody's gonna be like, "Oh, I want Doge on Sol," and then they're gonna see the other dude like, "This is so dumb. Why is this?" And see what happens. But I'm not going crazy. Like, if anything, I might put a Sol and I'll divide it by maybe 5 purchases or something like that, just to get a good average, or dollar cost average. You could probably just get on Jupiter and put in the DCA tool and load this one up. All right, and see what else we got. So fuck ETH, BOEM, and Pups are the last 3. Fuck ETH is a pretty simple narrative with this one. You see, like, you know about the ETFs and shit, Mark?
Yep.
So when those kick in, I'm imagining that Ethereum is going to be going crazy. It's going to rocket, right?
Rocket. So
the dude Crash was talking about that, and he was saying, imagine when this rockets, the price of all this shit's going to go through the roof, the gas fees.
Oh, yeah, because more congestion for sure.
So the idea and the thesis on this one is, and they were buying in back here. So let me zoom out and show you like why I'm even looking at Doge, because this is what it reminded me of. You see this? In this dead ass area.
That shit was sleep.
And then he put up, like, him and the boys were up 50x's right here. Crazy amounts of money. Because it's fuck ETH. And it's just showing such a nice, strong fucking movement up here. I mean, if it does come down, it does come down, but chances are this thing continues to do pretty damn good. But if it does come down, people forget about it. They have lost their focus. The thought and the theory on this is it comes back even harder again, because it'll be when the fees are so high, people are pissed off and they want to like come into a play on Solana, and it's a meme one where it's like fuck ETH. So they're holding on to this one. They're running this thing into the bull run. I've got my eye on it. I've been looking for. I mean, I made some money on what? Probably this little bit of a run right here. Yeah, this one was about 70-80% that we made off of this one. But just getting into it, and then it came down a little bit. So I saw. All right, yeah. We got in right down here. Because I remember he made a post. He was like, "Look, it's already starting to run," and people were like, "I'm not even talking about this one." It was an old tweet. So I'll keep my eye on this one to like get into it. It's not too bad. It's 0.6 million, 3,800 on the holder count there, and then Book of Meme. Pretty simple narrative with this one as well. It's Book of Meme. It's the Pepe style Book of Meme generator, whatever the fuck it is. But it's one of the first one that comes up when you type in Solana NFT or Solana meme coins as well. It did not follow my chart. I probably didn't put a magnet on it. I'll have to double check. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see any magnets. That's what happened. Sorry, guys. And the other good thing, Mark, is if you're ever charting, don't listen to anybody. You just do this. And you're still right. Just chart until you're right. And then when you come back the next day, be like, see when I wrote this thing out, guys? Because this was literally this right here, and I've just been fucking around the whole time. Look, it was this right here. I was like, yeah, it's just gonna, hit that movement, and it almost started to right here, and I was like, nah, we're just gonna flatten this thing out.
Flat.
So, this is what I do want to say, bro. 612 million on the market cap, 76,327 holders. It's flat as can be. Nobody's looking to sell. They're looking to hodl. This is one of the first one that comes up when you search it up. My thoughts is this gets into the billions without a doubt. I just think that it's got everything it needs to, and it's flat as fuck. So could be a really good entrance for anybody. Because all it has to do is double, and it's going to be at 1.2 billion, right? Yeah, 612. Yep.
Let me tell you something. Look at this coin named Tolo.
Tolo?
Yep.
TLOL?
TOLO. Yes, sir.
Tola. What's Tola?
I don't know. Just a coin I was just doing, just looking at coins and shit, and Seems like it might be something.
Tolo Yakaloco, co-founder of Solana Labs. Oh, it's a playoff of Toli, I guess. Like Tolo.
Yeah.
250,000 on the market cap, 412 holders. So it's super micro market cap, but it's memeable, I guess. They got a website, they got Twitter, and they got Telegram. Let's take a look at the website.
Let's see. Oh, it looks like a fucking shit show.
Mitolo Yakaloco, co-founder of Solana Labs. All right.
Purely for entertainment.
No promises, no utility, just a straight degenerate gamble. 666. Oh, that's pretty good. I like that. I don't know. It looks shit. Doesn't look terrible. I mean, you're early. If this goes to $1 million, you get a what? 4x on it? 3x? 5x?
That's interesting. Let me see. When did shit come out?
It came out 2 days ago.
Okay.
There you go. You want to play?
I like playing games.
Then I'll play. Fuck it. How many people we got in here? 74. Everybody put a soul in it real quick. 74. Injected into this thing right away.
Some people buying right now. There's some buys going in.
That's because we're fucking talking about it. Jesus Christ, son of a bitch.
It's fine right now.
No. It's not that. Maybe it is. Let me get in there, you motherfuckers.
Fucking, it's about to hit all-time highs right now.
Don't say that. I'm not in.
Oh, shit, dog.
Goodness.
That's funny. That's hilarious. No, that was a big buy, though.
It's going to go zoom.
I know. That's what usually happens. That's
exactly what fucking was going to happen.
Let me see their Twitter. Are they active on Twitter? No, they ain't fucking active on.
He said no. Look, it's already selling up.
First space was at 10K market cap. Second space, 163.60 narrative, has 100 million potential. So it hit 1 million within the next couple hours.
What, their space?
I'm looking at their Twitter, just their posts on Twitter.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they're not doing so. Let me see. Their spaces, though, are fucking packed. What?
Are they bots?
Probably. You know, there's no way a fucking coin's coming out and you have over fucking 2K people in your spaces.
I mean,
unless I don't know, bro. I mean, a 30-minute space, they pulled 2.3K. Let me look at the recording. Let's see.
Did you get in Tola? Or are you already in it?
I bought a little bag. I just threw $50 in.
Yeah.
And I'm literally right where I bought it at too. So.
Nice.
And of course, when we buy, shit starts going down. So. You know how it usually goes.
Now this looks like if you look at the chart now, the tab I have, let me pull this back out. I mean, it's too fucking early. I know, I understand this one completely. Like, it's going to be hard to chart something like this, or people can say you can't. It can do whatever it wants to at this point. It can go completely down, but it looks like, man, it would have been cool to get in a couple hours ago.
Yeah.
Last night. But it's not too far from that. You know what I mean? Here's that first breakout right there. It found support at that same point. So probably one of the holders, a couple of the holders probably don't want to see it go past that. 32% is in the top 10. Radium is the number one dog though, so they got 10%, and the other ones have 3, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. So it's not terrible. If you can see a pullback to 0.0015, or down would be tight. But yeah, I did put something in there just to get something established. Come on, guys, sell off real quick.
Boom bag.
Yeah.
Let's go.
But now I'll definitely keep this one on. We'll look at it and see what this see what happens.
It's always the like you said, the retarded ones, man.
Yeah, dude, these fucking.
They just fucking absolute send.
This is a good. I don't know. It looks like.
There we go. There we go, baby.
What's that? Is it running?
Yeah, we just got some good buys in.
Oh, nice.
Let's see. This one might be something. Yeah, we might just have to sit on it and just, you know, it's either gonna go up and moon or it's gonna go straight to zero.
Oh, both of my buys failed because people are buying the shit out of it. I'm just gonna spam the button and buy like too much probably. Oh shit!
Oh yeah, there's some buys going in right now.
Yeah, well that. Did I get in?
Let's see. This might be
I'm
something.
In. All right, send me to Valhalla. Let's go. 200 some market cap. All right, I got some more to buy in if this goes anywhere. But all right, cool. We'll see what happens. I'll keep you guys updated on this. We'll look at this first thing tomorrow and see what's popping. The only other coin that I'm going to take a look at, put on your radar, guys, is Pups. It's on a little bit of a dip, but it's seen some pretty nasty highs, some lows. But this could be something that does pretty well with the whole Bitcoin movement and the whole have a give a shit. No, I don't care. Say it however you want to. But
which one are you talking about right now?
Right now, I'm talking about Pups. This is like
Pups.
This is bridge to fucking Bitcoin Pups. But like you'll be able to burn these or like swap them for runes Pups or something. Like
I see.
Like, dude, the buys that go through here. Let's take a look at this. This is fucking nuts. Like. Maybe not right here, but I guess it was earlier when I was watching this. There was like 15K, like after 15K. You know, let's just go to that, the whales. Let's see what it says. Oh, this is recently too. 29, 17, 11, 11, and then 14, 13 out. A couple sales, 32, 20, 23. So there's some selling pressure right there in the last 30 minutes, which, okay, great. Let other people in, I guess. But I don't know. It's holding the support, and do your own research on it, figure it out. But it has something to do with being able to swap these into some other things. You could probably just type in Pups BTC and start asking questions on the timeline to figure it out. There's some people that were kind of explaining it to me. I'm going to look more into it. More or less, I was trading this I got into basically the same price before and bought a little bit higher, so I probably am down just a smidge. But it did look pretty good to go up here, come back down, test this. If we bounce back up, it's just going to look to break through that and see if we can get these highs over here. But this thing was up in like the hundreds pretty easily, like twice. So right here, 95, even like in the 80, whatever, like doesn't look like it's hard for it to get there. You know what I'm saying? So a 2x in this, or 1 or 2x, looks like it's pretty possible. Long term, maybe better. I don't know. We'll see what happens over time. But it's something to keep your eyes on, for sure. You got anything else you want to look at, Mark?
Nah, bro. Nah. I'm kind of just keeping my eye on this little Tolo. Where the fuck this shit is.
Gotcha. I'm gonna go look at Shark real quick before we get out of here. I'm just curious to see where the price is at. I was taking pictures of this. I was thinking it's at the bottom. I don't know how much lower it can get at this point. I guess it could get a lot lower.
Oh shit!
Jesus Christ, dog.
Ugh. Oh, man.
God, this is gonna be a nasty looking chart, bro. Oh my god.
This shit sell off fucking central.
I mean. Damn, dog. That's all I'm gonna say, dog. It's just damn. Shit happens, right?
Shit happens, bro. It's tough, bro. It's tough out here. You know what I'm saying? It's tough.
I guess so. I mean, there's There's ways around certain things. Either way, the initial offering, that thing launched at like 50 cents. Now it's at 30 some cents. That's so funny. But either way, all right, man. That's all I wanted to cover. We kind of went over some of the NFTs, talking about what we're buying, what we think's coming up. We went over some of the meme coins, what we're looking at, what we're getting into, what we're holding on to. The whole thesis of where things are going at with that, guys. But this is Solana Made Simple Live. We were fortunate enough to have Mark with us today. You want to plug your space, your show, and all that kind of stuff so they know when to get in it?
Yeah, definitely. Make sure you guys are following me on Twitter, at Diamond Markey. I don't even know where the fuck I was going with this. Fucking Wednesdays and fucking Sundays, 7:30 a.m., 7:30 p.m. on EST time frame. On Sundays, we host a space with Dak Days from Bored Ape Solana Club. I usually host my Sunday spaces, which is the family cookout, where I bring projects on board, have them come up, introduce themselves, talk a little shit, all that on Sundays at 3 p.m. EST. So make sure you guys come out, show some support, show some support the founders out here, the builders that are trying to build something out here.
Space, bro?
Fuck, dude. We're on episode 77 this week, so it's 77 consistent weeks fucking hosting that space, bro. So over a year now. Over a fucking year, dude. Almost a year and a half, I think, now at this point.
That's pretty amazing. You're over 100 episodes, or are you getting close to it?
We're at 77 right now, dude. So 77 weeks consistently.
All right, I'm pulling up your page right here. Do you have anything pinned for the times and stuff for that?
Yeah, there's no, not on the pin anymore. I got a nice little pin tweet that I got a little personal with that's been up there recently. But today I'll actually be kind of solidifying all the projects for the week for Sunday. So probably tomorrow I had the banner and everything posted up. I actually just got, as you see, a nice little kind of partnership. I got a nice little job in Web3 now as well. So I solidified everything yesterday. So that's rolling, dude. That's a nice opportunity for me to kind of make some crypto money in Web3 and got a Web3 hustle. So there's a lot of opportunities out there, man.
Awesome.
There's a lot of opportunities out there, bro. That's the thing, bro, is I've been doing this shit for so long, bro, and people think that opportunities are left and right and, that they happen frequently. But, you got to keep grinding and being consistent out here, and I'm telling you, the opportunities will come. The opportunities will come.
Without a doubt, for sure. So recently you just got yourself a Bored Ape Solana Club. You're about to get the one-on-one set up. Can you give us any details on that? Or are you keeping it under wraps?
Yeah, so with the one by one, really, that's a personal space that I created with Dak Days, dude. So that way he can give updates to his community, dude. He's not running any other spaces. So this is a space for us to kind of just, one by one onboard a new member into the Bored Ape Solana Club ecosystem. So that's kind of the goal with that, dude. Get a little bit more personable.
Yo, how about that story fucking on your guys' space with that homie that was drinking the ayahuasca tea with
bruh? Like that shit was crazy,
that.
Dude. That you would never have expected no shit like that, bro.
Dude, no way. I was like, yo, what? Like in his voice, he was like, wait. Who? He was like, I never thought I'd hear your voice again. He was like, how are you doing? I was like, yo,
that's the shit right you now? See, bro. I'm telling you, bro. That's why I love spaces, bro, because it's crazy that even if you met somebody in real life or whatever the case, at a space, you can just come across there and meet somebody that you never would have thought you would be meeting again. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, that shit was so crazy. I was in awe. I was like, no fucking way. This out of all things, ayahuasca in the States is like, there's not that many places that you can do that. I mean, I guess there's more than I know, but like, it's not the most frequently fucking talked about thing. And then the random chance that these fucking two crypto nerds met and
that shit's crazy for real, dude. Straight up, bro. I would have never fucking expected some shit like that to happen.
But that was a really cool space to tap into because, like you're saying, Dak, if you guys don't know, he's the founder and the head over at Bored Ape Solana Club, one of the best collections and NFT companies, over here on Solana. It's green. Literally, I was looking around trying to figure out which NFT to PFP and rock. I'm going with the one-on-one right now from a collection that I like, but I picked the what's it called, the Bored Ape Solana Club guy. It was perfect. It was all Solana. The eyes had Solana color. And I picked it for a year, and I was like, this will be my default PFP. I'll rock some other things to show some love and show my collection off from time to time. But my bottom line, like, I want to represent this. You can't buy it from me. Like, he's gonna go out of business, and I'll still rock it. Like, but that ain't gonna happen. Bored Ape Solana Club has a tight family, and going in there, hearing that, I got to come up and kind of tell him, like, yo, you won me over with just the way you operate, the way you move, the way you interact, the way that you conduct business, and like, you're a successful business guy. That says a lot about like your integrity, your work ethic, and what you're trying to do. And then hearing that fucking shit and the way he connected with that dude, and like the universe brought them together, like, bro, that should have been the end all be all of why you should even consider looking into that. Like, I know it's fucking, some people like, that's the dumbest story I ever heard, but I really don't give a fuck. It was cool to listen to, and like, I enjoyed it.
No, dude, that shit was crazy, bro. I'm telling you, there's few times that will ever happen in your lifetime, dude.
Yeah, for real.
Seriously. That's why I had to pick one up, dude, because I'm just like, dude, there's no way that I'm fucking sitting here running spaces with a fucking deck, and I don't own one, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I own a couple of the V2s, but
at the same time, man, seeing a uniform, like, I love spaces with deck. You see all those different fucking apes, and I got flooded by one of my homies in one of my groups. He was like, fucking Bored Ape Solana Club, fucking rip off or whatever, just kind of give me shit. I'm like, I don't fucking care. Like, I like it. I've always liked these since I got in here. I was like, yo, it's a derivative of fucking the bases. I want one of them. And like, people that hate on it, I'm like, dog, what are you doing? Like, it's the Solana fucking basey. And no, it doesn't have the same accolades. It doesn't have the same thing. We're not here for that. We're here because we like it. We just like it, you know? Like, there's something about Bored Ape in my head that, like, I'll never forget. The fucking monkeys in crypto. Like, who would have thought? Who would have fucking thought? Like, Bored Ape,
never.
Okay. That'll start a whole fucking revolution of fucking crypto and degeneracy. But hey, here we are, brother. Here we are.
Nah, that's why I gotta get that custom 1-1, dude. So I'm gonna be working with Betsy and trying to get that custom 1-1, dude, because I need a new PFP, man. So I think that's gonna be that's what I'm saying. I got away from the NFT, bro, because you know, it felt like I was supporting a lot of NFT projects that just, you know, weren't supporting me back, bro. And it was like, dude, I get it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm nobody, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like, but at the same time, you gotta, you know, support the community that's pushing you forward, bro. Because the thing is, without your community, you're not shit, bro.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of why I switched it up. I took a more personal route. I'm gonna, you know, push myself a little bit more. But I think it's time that I think, you know, Bored Ape Solana Club deserves it. So, and if it's gonna be
something that comes with like representing that, and like, other than just liking it based on like your experience and your interactions, like, you have enough history on them where you can be like, it's not just that. It's like, I know these people. These are my friends and family over here. So I'm gonna rock with them. They always show up for me. I'm showing up for them. But you touched on something that I think that me and you both went through. We got in space around the same time, I'm pretty sure, and probably went through a lot of the growing pains of like being like, we're driven. We're going to support everything that we can and give it our all, and like, we're definitely going to expect it back. People say you shouldn't. I'm like, I do. I 100% expect that I'm going to get reciprocal energy, and if I don't, I'll move on, because it's not worth me fucking doing all of this energy, putting all this time and energy into you if it's not even remotely back. Like, there's people, like, I made this point, like, there's some spaces and some people that will never show up to your spaces, but they could. What does that tell you? It's always a choice not to. And are they too busy to? Everybody can make time. Everybody has the same amount of time.
Oh, yeah, bro.
So, like, I don't buy any of those excuses for a second, especially when I can see them in other spaces. Yeah, you're busy. You got other things going on. Every single day, I find that hard to believe. I make my rounds pretty damn easily. I know that I have a schedule. I have a setup thing. Like, I know when your spaces are for all these other people. And look, you got time. You've also got bread. So you bought time. Like, you got that on your side. But don't give me the shit. So I stopped doing that. I stopped, like, you know, when I didn't see the reciprocal energy, I was like, let me find my core. Let me find my people. They, like, the right people that want to see you win will surround you. And it was pretty easy at that point. And then it was, when I got the Mad Lad, honestly, that was more of a, this is going to be the number one. This is going to help me grow in this space. And I'm going to learn a lot about the top tier kind of like projects and shit like that. And as far as market cap, I'm not saying as far as quality or anything, there's a ton of benefits for being in anything. Like we were just talking about, like probably, if not more, some of these other ones because they've been around for so damn long. That shit's just hitting a year old. Yeah, there's some people that have been around longer, but we still have OG projects that still have their base like grounded. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I think you're making a good choice with that one, honestly, and that's a great one to represent. I'm biased and I'm happy about it. Like, I see your shit rock up, might be like, let me go ahead and switch this up real quick. But nah, it's all love. I definitely like that you picked that one because I saw you going around looking. I was like, where is getting the board? Yeah.
The cool thing, it had the diamond earrings, so you know what I'm saying, I had to rock with the diamond game too. So I was like, I think that's the one. That's the perfect one, dude. I get a 1-1 and I'm part of the fucking diamond DAO. So
yeah, man, that's awesome. To keep it up, dude. Proud of you, man. Keep up all the great work. Thanks for coming on and hanging out today. And like I said, send me a DM with all of like your spaces, the times, the days. I want to put this something together for you, like a little flyer, like the video type promos, just so you can post it. It's easier. Like we could run that so people can watch it, like bookmark it, whatever the case is. But you're welcome anytime. This is like a great, kind of show that we have together doing this. So anytime you're free, feel free to just hit me up and say, yo, let me up. I'll give you a link and you can pop up here.
Definitely, bro. Most likely Wednesdays, dude. Wednesday, I got a little bit more free time to be able to hop in. So definitely expect me on Wednesdays to be on here with you, bro.
Let me just put a note on here.
For sure, because Wednesdays, bro. I like the vibe you got going on. It's nice, have a nice little coffee, smoke, you know what I'm saying? I love it, dude. Talk about some fucking shit coins, some NFTs. Like, it's a vibe, bro. It's a vibe. So anybody in the crowd right now, dude, honestly, if you want to come up here, I would suggest it. Fucking, it's a vibe, for sure.
Yeah, man. Like, all I got to do is hit this button right here. We can have everybody on the panel. Like, even, like, this would be imagine somebody else. And if somebody doesn't want to dox, they can just use their PFP like this.
Yeah.
So, like, you don't have to, have your own shit out there. So, anybody interested, you want to be in the conversation, feel free. They have a private chat where you can be like this, and then Mark can see that I just sent him a bunch of letters up there. But this is exactly like Spaces, and this is what I want to kind of get our community. We have a pretty dope community when it comes to Solana, people when it comes to Spaces and all that kind of stuff. So, the next step, this brings more of an audience from what I see on a regular basis. It hits the algorithm and shit. I personally don't care too much about that. I know it's good for what we do. I just don't really care anymore. I'm like, I just like doing the shit. I like hanging out with my friends at this point, bro. Like, that's what it is. So, but yeah, man. Very cool. We are at our 2-hour mark, damn near, and we're going to get out of here. Let's see how many we got. Did the Instagram thing fall out? This is the first time I had the live stream on Instagram. I'm not sure if it's.
Oh, okay.
It's weird, yo. For you to stream on Instagram, you gotta like put the stream key in, and then you gotta like let it preview and come up. No, this definitely closed to me, so never mind. Look, that's 0-3 now.
But Instagram.
But hey, we'll get it next time. At least we're trying. But anyway, brother, I appreciate you. I'll see you next Wednesday. Definitely going to work on that. Send me that info so I can get that flyer out for you. And other than that, guys, thanks for coming into Solana Made Simple Live. We'll catch you tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Other than that, y'all be safe, take profits, and